here. And I can't see chat. Can't see chat at all. Okay, now I can see chat. Yes, now I can see chat. There we go. These are the tills I've made before, and then there's about 3 more that I would like to test with. I did not clean this at all, but I hope I can maybe use this one. Maybe use this. I'm uncertain. I think I may have to just do it all over again. But that's okay. It's the experience. If you wanted to know, these are the paints I'm using. Alrighty. Also, toast! It's been a lot of fun. Hey Jeannie. That was a message I couldn't see. The thing for drops was on the top. So I couldn't see what it was. Are you ready for some alien theories? I have it ready. It should work. Where did it go? Where did it go? Aha! Can you hear that? I feel like they keep saying balls instead of bulls. Wait a second. I do know for a fact that alchemy was a thing at that time, and this emperor actually was so obsessed, and well, obsession is another word for focus, right? To trying to find essentially like an elixir of life, of a drink that would make him live forever. And it just had a bunch of mercury in it, and they tested with like a lot of different metals. So at least the writings about it are there about that. So that I know, heaven and hell. You know, isn't that like the same definition of going to heaven? Reconnecting with other souls and such, or like God, or in this case like gods. This is like the same thing, just slightly different words, but the concept is the same. Right? I think I painted something. Oops. It's okay. Could have been. I think we need to go underwater and start excavating lower before. And we already have like proof of some structures underwater that are basically gigantic pyramids and other such things. I think we should do that. Maybe some proof of something. I don't know if it would be proof of this, but it's proof of something. Yeah, next time I'll just like glue things together. If I do like this. Mary totally went under IVF. He could be the first IVF baby we know of. I like how he said the word liaison. I'm running out of color. Oh yeah, also, we have the mummy. We have the mummy of the pharaoh who was the pharaoh during the Exodus. And if you look at his body, it has a bunch of little bumps. No other body. I'm just like, hear me out. No other mummified body has all these little bumps. And what happened during Exodus, right? They had bugs, they had drought, his first son died, which we also have the body of his son, who is his first son, who also died. And then, yeah, he has a lot of bumps, like from the bugs of the story in Exodus. Just saying. There's proof. There's proof.
Welcome, 皆さん、ようこそ。
Oh, thank you for the raid, Odin. Welcome on in. How was your stream? Ari went a little. How was stream? Odin raid! Were you doing more artwork? I'm just, coloring nipples, as one does. Totally normal. And how was stream? Stream was good, practicing some reading. Rendering. Hey, Pudding! How are you? We're coloring toast. As one should. You were drawing while watching? Nice! Here, I'll try to put them all in camera view. Ta-da! This is what I've been up to while listening to documentaries about aliens. As one does. No work yesterday. Nice! お疲れ様. And muy toasty. Oh, dankjewel. Yeah, aliens. Oh, oops. Sorry, my keyboard is on my laptop. Aliens. So I think these are multiple documentaries. One was like of how different ancient cultures were contacted by higher beings from the heavens, and all this proof. Yeah, all of this. And then now it went to, where is it? There we go. To another one, something about like looking at Exodus and the story there and seeing if maybe there's proof there of contact with higher beings. And the guy with the funny hair was talking about the burning bush. And just been painting toast here. It just started, so that's all I know about this story. We were chatting with them in good terms, and now they just have us blocked. the higher beings. Oh, you read Exodus? Like the whole of Exodus? I want to read it. I haven't finished it. And then the story behind this toast is that I really wanted to start doing something with clay, and I've never I've never used clay before, so it was my first time. It was around winter break last winter. And I didn't know what to do, so I started with an egg. I finished this one already. It's more or less okay. And then I did like other random things. The first thing I did was a pencil. I'm gonna hang this on my Christmas tree like this. No, it's not a penis. But yeah, I didn't know what to do, like, so then I just started doing this, and then I'm like, okay, let's try toast. And then I said, alright, let's put an egg and cheese on it. And then I said, okay, let's try making a bigger one. So I made a bigger one. And then it just became a thing where I made an even bigger one. And then I made a bigger one. And then a bigger one. And then a bigger one. And then a bigger one. Just to like practice using clay. So there's my evolution. Toast evolution. I've done some other cool stuff, like this is going to be a honey pancake holder, and you put a candle here and it'll be like pancakes with honey on top, and I still need to make the bee and like the little wings for the bee. I've also made this container. I want to make it look like a can. Then I have some pins in here. I did this also. I thought it was like, you know, to put my ring on it like that, but I don't actually use it. So it is what it is. I did a heart. I did another egg container like that. You know, it's just an egg with the egg yolk. And then it's just like, you know, to put stuff on it. But I don't use it. So yeah, just different stuff. A lot of different stuff. Bunny pancakes. This one was fun. Yeah. That's pretty much all I have, I think. Yeah, strawberries too. I think I did that after the pancakes. It exists! So yeah, that's the story behind the toast, that I wanted to do some clay stuff. I have some ideas I'd like to try, but I have no idea how to use clay, so I just tried with toast, and then I made a bigger toast, and then a bigger one, and then a bigger one, and then a bigger one. And now it's just like a thing, I guess. Remember that? I think you were there when I was making them, Odin. I'm pretty sure you were there. Because I was like, I'm sorry that I can't see chat all the time. I can't shout someone out all the time, whatnot. My hands are covered with clay. I think I did it in the evening or something like that. But yeah, so that's what we've been up to. Chilling with some artwork while listening to alien stuff. If you need to chill, you know, go ahead. Relax. Goody. So goody,してね. Are you happy with the new camera I'm using? I'm pretty happy. I'm very, very happy. You can see what I'm doing this time. Top tier. Woohoo! And it's just my phone. Would you like to share a screenshot of what you were doing? Yeah, next time I'll definitely just like paint these separately and then glue them with hot glue, because it's very difficult to get in there. Some edges. Almost impossible. You. I know it's not, you know, amazing, but and the important thing is it was really fun making it. I don't know what I'll do with it. I think I'll just put it in put in a box, inside a box. Definitely makes you practice like painting. I've forgotten how different it is to paint physically. Pays the art IRS. Pay up! Pay up. We use your income for totally useful things like useful things. Just trust us. Trust me. Used for totally useful things. Yeah, I know. I was just pausing to give us some time to chit-chat so that I can start playing aliens! You know? Actually, I should put subtitles on. Yeah, okay. When I have the okay, I will continue. Also, sponsored by this cola can. Woo! Okay, let me see. Oh, I see what you mean by rendering. Okay. Learning how to paint hair. Is the left one, the top left one, a reference? Or like what you did afterwards? It looks pretty cool. You got the triangle shape of hair down pretty well. Did I miss? Oh, that's me. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're doing chibis? Top left is the instructor's rendering. Okay. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. So then next is just like lighting and highlights and that sort of thing. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Keep doing it. Draw more. I want to see you draw more. Make more things. Let's create. You did a chibi PNG tool recently. Curious. I'd like to know. You have my interest. Alright. You wanna hear about aliens? Ancient aliens. I think these are multiple documentaries together. Let's go! I put it to the beginning for those who weren't here. He was the first IVF baby. Suspend your disbelief for the moment. Liaisons. Oh yeah, I had to do it here too. Okay, the giant egg yolk. Yeah, so I've heard. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, who? Was it circle shaped? Bible UPAs? What are UPAs? Told you. Circle. So was it like guiding them? So what are we talking? Like a very bright ship? I need to make more paint. This is totally not nipples. What are UAPs? Unidentified aerial phenomena. Oh! I didn't know. So he gave the ethics. Anunnaki. Did you not see the guys in Congress talking about UFOs? No? What's up? Oh, was it a video you sent me? If that's what you're talking about, then yes, I saw. Could be remembering wrong. Hold on, it's a bit bright. There we go. Elijah? A ship! This color is quite dull. I know of a guy whose name Elijah. It's a different Elijah though. Yeah, like Enoch. He knew so much. He knew too much. Life on another plane! Howard! His name is Howard. He said it. Okay, now it's like really poppin', the color. But mostly me. Yeah, more shiny. Do you think this is a way where there's an alien, an unknown extraterrestrial being? Like if, like I say, like how Area 52 guy says, suspend your disbelief because that usually gets in the way of a good story. Do you think, like if, you know, if this is all true, do you think this is a way of like heavenly beings or aliens to be like, hey, we need you to uncover this information so that mankind moves in a particular direction? You know, because this was also, I remember some other guys from France who did excavations. No, not only him, but also one of the eventual pharaohs of Egypt who he did not have, he wasn't in the line of succession for the throne, but he was also told, like, hey, uncover the what would eventually be the head of the Sphinx, and then if you uncover the head of the Sphinx, then you'll become pharaoh. And then lo and behold, he became pharaoh. Like, do you think that's a way of somebody or something out there to convey, hey, unlock this information, show this information, so that history and people move in a particular way, you know, to bring them closer to this information that has been there for thousands of years? If you were influencing other planets, would be the best way to do it. I wonder that, you know? That's a big yolk. This one's more vibrant. Yeah, more vibrant. I like this one better. Also, he needs a haircut. Have you read the Book of Mormon? I just had the impression that they were all little cuckoo. He does need a haircut. Under the Bodhi tree. Oh. Yeah. The Anunnaki. important this I think that the pattern's already there, so I wouldn't necessarily dismiss it right away. Since it's like they're all saying the same story. Just imagine if they actually said, yeah, aliens are real and existed for tons of time, why did it take so much time to release info? Is it because something happened after the discovery? I wonder if it's like maybe it's this, hear me out, maybe. Do you think that would be like a way for them to say that they're derailing from what we want them to be or where we want them to be? Like derailing from reaching enlightenment in a sense. So we have to uncover some info. Like there's a saying in Doctor Who. There's one thing that humans are very good at. They're very good at forgetting. We're very good at forgetting because we don't live for very long. Mountains and rivers change. Which that phrase stuck with me. I don't know. Maybe that. I don't know. I'm just saying ideas out loud. But maybe. I don't really know what else it could be at the moment. It's just what comes to mind at the moment. Maybe something else, but I don't know. I really don't know. But then that has like some assumptions of these, beings, right? So I'm not sure. Anunnaki. So the seeds, the holy sperm. Genetic testing. Well, what are we talking about? Haircut はいる男。 really bright. Can you see the difference? A little bit. Oh, I've heard of this. Wasn't it like stuff from volcanoes? At least in Doctor Who was that. She was breathing in like stuff from a volcano to see visions. Nipples. Oh, wait, I can. Yeah. Yeah. Just taking a little break from the yellow. I like how he instantly has an accent when he says the word liaison. That's what Doctor Who said. I'm starting to think Doctor Who are not too original ideas. The newer stories you go. That's what I wonder. Didn't I say it? Because I said it. Dreams? Are connected. But 0 point energy is real. Imagine if this were true. How cool would that be? I called it. Alright. Oh, I put too much paint in one of the eyes. I might lighten this up later. Yeah, I'll lighten that up later. Oh, welcome back. You think string theory is not true? I don't know. I don't know enough about it. But 0 point energy is true. The 3-7 plane. don't think so. They also had a girl working with them. Just saying. It wasn't only them. And they also needed what's-her-face's cancer cells to decode human genome. Her immortal cells. AKA her cancer cells that they keep alive. But I think, like, this is an interesting theory, but at the same time, it dismisses somebody's individual capacity and their level of intelligence. You know? Like, I think this, it may or may not be true. Who knows? But I think it really would diminish somebody's capabilities of intellectual thought. And that's, you know, that's definitely something we've seen over and over again. Because guiding doesn't necessarily mean it gives you all the info, you know? Like, it's the same way that your mom helps you, right? When you're a kid, that she can guide you, or your dad. But it does need some capabilities from you also to get there. So I wouldn't, like, completely dismiss individual capabilities. I think that would be my only comment for this documentary. Would you even call this a documentary? Also, I'm just making the color a bit brighter. I realized the color I made before was a bit dull. It's just, you know, more white, and I haven't colored this part at all. It's a lot easier to show colors with your paint. Laura! Grace. Grace. They were studying him, maybe. Really? Huh. Is there something about the blue book? Yeah, I heard about that theory recently. Or like Eden is basically planet Earth. I think it already has, from what we've been talking about. There's too many stories that are exactly the same with cultures that have never been in contact with each other. Guardians. Guardians. He might be up to something. I mean, part of Enoch is on the Bible anyway. So, is it really all that crazy? His what change? Oh, countenance. What if it's just we always have had this ability And then we became obsessed with materialism and money. And I don't know, shopping. Oh, I made the color different again. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'll make more paint next time. Not to covet the wives of others. Could be. I mean, having a bunch of concubines was quite normal. Actually, now that I say that, if we had beings that were looking down on us to make sure that we thrive and stuff, the assumption being that they want us to thrive in whatever means, and then they saw us with, you know, like men with a bunch of concubines, and then the whole like shift of humanity of not having a bunch of concubines but just like being married to one person and one person only. Maybe they were like, oh my god, these humans are all going to be related to each other at some point and then they're all going to die off. We can't have that. We can't have that. I just thought about that now. Maybe. Can't have them all related to each other. That's gonna ruin our project! It's... Oh, really? Oh, are you talking about like the different groups and such? Interbreeding? The Spanish crown? King William. Whoa! 1,000 babies! Is that the dude that went traveling? And like wanted to donate his sperm to a bunch of places? God's like, no, you will do this. Oh yeah, I know this story now. Is that the guy you're talking about, Odin? Is that the guy you're talking about, Odin? Okay, that one's done. Those are two different colors, but it's fine. A little more yellow. It's okay. I just don't want them to be like dull looking. That's why I'm going over it. Is that the guy you're talking about, Odin? Interesting. So was I born in the Bermuda Triangle? Odin, are you gonna answer my question? Like ever? I asked it 3 times already. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. It's fine, forget it. I feel like they're just jumping subjects now. I feel like this is jumping topics. Huh, I didn't know my home was part of the Bermuda Triangle. .70 plane. 0 point energy. Ah, it could be that too. But there's a spot in North Africa that looks like the descriptions of Atlantis. I don't think so. I think it's more of that place in North Africa. Northwest. How did Plato go all the way to the Caribbean? be. But I think there could be something weird going on for sure, but I don't think this is Atlantis. I mean, there's some like weird pyramids underwater by Cuba. Look up Northwest Africa, Atlantis. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. Graham Hancock. Anunnaki. Psychic abduction? Yeah, that looks nice. I'll do this yoke and then I'll move on. Succubus. Shamans. 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 Okay. Oh, I could do this one too, actually. Take a couple of layers, so. You mean a shaman? Shaman. Liaison. No! This is what Elon wants to make brain chips. Look up, how does, how does mRNA improve AI? You'll be shocked. Where are the petri dishes? Haircut guy. Shaman. And like the missing link. Where's the missing link? No one can explain. I think we're already hybrids. Also. intelligences is uncountable. Miss, ma'am. Side note. The word intelligence is an uncountable noun, miss. Not gonna lie, I'm hungry. Alright. I need to make bread color. Get a haircut! No, it was natural. We know it. We know this already. Natsuka. Okay, bread color, brown. And a lot of white, I guess. Water? Okay, let's see if this makes bread color. I put too much brown. Yeah, too much brown. I think that's an assumption. Like, just because it wasn't written down doesn't mean it didn't exist. You know, like how like Aboriginals didn't have penicillin. That doesn't mean bacteria didn't exist. I think that could have been worded differently. I'm not saying that what he's saying. I'm not saying what he's saying like is, you know, wrong. It's more of just like the wording. Like, just because I don't see the Amazon rainforest doesn't mean it doesn't exist, you know. I think it just means lack of proof more rather than it doesn't exist. Oh, cool. I need it to be lighter. Woohoo! Wingardium Leviosa! It's not Wingardium Leviosa, it's Wingardium Leviosa. Not too strong. Come on. Okay. Let's try. Let's try. Red color, let's go. You know, nobody knows this, nobody asked. I mean, why? How would you even ask? You can't ask what you don't know, right? So in high school, I took a genetics class because I'm super into genetics. I'm like a nerd when it comes to genetics. And we were lucky. We had the chance to take our own DNA. And then compare it to DNA of like other humans and animals and whatnot based off this one like science research lab. I think it was 3 actually. 1 or 3, something like that. It was so cool. I spent so much time just like comparing my DNA to everything. Like nerd! I'm totally a nerd. for some things. See, but I don't look like a nerd. So am I a nerd? But it was so cool, and my DNA actually matched quite well with like this old Inca mummy. I just wanted to say that because I was like, what? That's so cool. I thought that was so cool. I was able to basically track who I was most, like what haplogroups and such I was more genetically related to. And this is basically the 23andMe test. Hey Soleo! Okay, I think I maybe need a little brown. I used to have glasses. I don't anymore. So yeah, I just wanted to say that my DNA was quite close to an old Inca mummy's. I thought that was awesome. I also play D&D. So Lale, are you saying you're a nerd? I know you play D&D. Nerd! You're also a nerd. Nice. Inca Pog. What's Pog? We're listening to alien stuff, Soleo. I think this looks like red color. I feel like I'm just making skin color. Anunnaki. Or we would never be in this channel. Maybe so. I think that's highly, highly possible. I've met with aliens before, they just told me I looked weird. Too much yellow. I've not seen aliens. No, I'm curious. I want to meet aliens. I liked his accent. El astronato. I think he meant to say el astronato, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, thirst, but of course. Thank you. I hydrated. Thank you for that. Does that look like red color? What I see is spirits. Well, my family has seen UFOs. I'm the only one that hasn't. Oh, you see spirits? Again. Alrighty. 1 second, but of course. Yum 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 yum. Delicioso. I think I need this to be lighter. Yeah, I need this to be lighter. Okay. I will try again. Plop some over here. Okay, clean my brush. Oh, really? Enjoy your bath. Yeah, what's up with Orion? Anunnaki. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you think that this is communicating with the gods, Doesn't this mean the gods ignored you? El Astronauto. Alright, time to use my other white. I think their drawing skills were amazing. Oh, too much water, too much water, too much water! Soak it back up! Okay. That sounds interesting. Okay, this looks like lighter red color. I could use like inside red, outside red color. Totally a giant computer. So it's a giant computer board. That's one thing I've heard. Mystery solved! What, the Aztecs or something? That name is so funny. So difficult. Give the context, all the context. Yeah. I feel like these astronaut peers they talk to say yes to everything. Cusco! Hit it with a hammer! No, it's like 50% larger. They come from the Black Sea. Okay. Okay. Let me just tell you what I know. Alright? Alright? You ready for this? You ready for this? You see that skull over there? That's red hair. Red hair. Genetically speaking, red hair is not native to the Americas at all. It's black hair. I feel like, first of all, this second to last and last documentary of this video, I think they're kind of putting a lot of things together that aren't necessarily together. You know? Like they're just talking about different things and they may not necessarily be connected. And who knows what if they have an ulterior motive. We don't know. But let's assume that they don't. And with the assumption that there isn't an ulterior motive, it's still trying to connect things that we don't know if they're connected, and also just it literally is just changing the subject. Okay, putting that aside, like I said, there are skulls found in Caracas and Titicaca in other places with very funny kid-like names. I think they were just trying to find an insult, and the best thing that they could do was, "You're a Titicaca!" Ah! You know? Jokes aside, there are these skulls that have red hair like that. Red hair, when it ages, it does not really change color. Also, like I said, is not native to the Americas. The native hair color to the Americas is black. Other hair colors that change color through different chemical processes through, you know, a very long time is things like blonde hair. So blonde hair or white hair can turn into kind of a yellowish color. So if you look at some really old ancient mummies from Egypt, they have like a yellowish hair. That means that they died with white hair. Okay. Now that you know that red hair is not natively part of this part of the world, it begs the question of where do these people, or, you know, Homo sapien looking people come from, right? Red hair actually comes from, so imagine my hand is like Europe, right? And you know, we have like Spain, France, Portugal, Netherlands. It is like here. And then imagine like here is Greece, and then you know have Black Sea and like a Red River. From this area, you see a bunch of other skulls with this exact same hair color. And then around here, like a little bit part of like the Spanish Portuguese peninsula, you see them also a little bit there. You also see them a little bit here going to like modern day Turkey. You see them a bit in like the north part of Africa, like where Egypt, Israel, that sort of area would be. You see them all around like this, these skulls. And yes, during a period of time in the past, humans did elongate their skulls through different practices of basically squishing your baby's head so that it looked long. Then you have to ask the question, why was this done? Was this done to imitate somebody? Was this done as a fad, you know, as a style? If so, why? We do know that cranial deformation was done for people with like a higher status in that group. So if they were royals, you know, if they were kings and queens and that sort of thing, but generally a higher status. Regular Joes didn't squish their baby's head because they were regulars. This was a way to distinguish between high status people and everybody else. Okay. Now, so there was that. And then at some point, you see this style kind of fade away, right? So we see it coming at some point through human history. Then a couple of people do it, and then at some point they stop doing it. That is the trend that we see. So there is some cranial deformation happening at some point in our history. However, there are some skulls that aren't part of cranial deformation. How do we know this? Because we have, like I said, we have dug up quite a bunch of skulls, and not only skulls of like adult skulls, but of like baby skulls, and also entire skeletons of this human-like being that have very long skulls. The thing with the skulls, you'll never make fun of TikTok again after knowing this. But it's so true. It's so true. After I saw this, I was like, how is nobody like how is nobody talking about this? Is anybody talking about this? Is like it's just so amazing to find out. So first of all, okay, let me go through this slowly for anybody who doesn't know. For like the 7 people here who want to listen. Okay, so when it comes to the human skull, we have a line that goes from, so here's our skull, right? We have a line going from the front down to the middle and then going all the way to the back. This is one of our plates that connects when we're being formed in the womb. And when you actually touch a baby's head, and I think if you can ask anybody who has a baby, or if you ever touch a baby yourself, like a newborn or slightly newborn, anybody who's touched a baby can say that their heads are a little bit squishy, they're a little bit soft. It's because these plates aren't fully set in place, so you have to be really careful with a baby's head. So we have a line going like basically from the front, middle to the back, and then we also have one like this. This you cannot change through skull deformation. The break will still be there. Next thing with these skulls is the sheer size of where the brain is. The sheer size is like 50% larger than your average human skull. You cannot create more brain. You cannot create more bone marrow. You just cannot create more of this just by squishing your head. This means a genetic trait that you're born with. And we also have proof of this because we have seen and we have skulls of babies who have died prematurely that have very large heads. So they are like this even, before you're born. It's a genetic trait. You cannot create more brain of this magnitude. The second thing about the skull is that when you look at the eye sockets, right? They are about 25 to 50% larger than the average Homo sapien eye socket. These eyes are a lot bigger than the average skull, human skull. So there's that other different facial formality. I use it all on VTuber's brain is limited resource. Yeah. So not only is the brain bigger, there's also just more bone, and then the eye sockets are bigger. In terms of the teeth, so this is the cool part. When these skulls have been examined, the teeth have no canine teeth. What am I talking about? So you have your front 2 teeth, and then you have your next 2 teeth, right? I'm feeling my teeth to remember. What? The first one, second, third. These canine teeth here, they don't have them. They don't have canine teeth at all. No canine teeth. So first, they don't have this separate cranial separation. Next, the sheer size of the brain, the skull, as well as the eye sockets are huge. Third, they have no canine teeth. That is huge. That you cannot explain through cranial deformation by squishing someone's head. You cannot. This suggests a genetic trait of not having canine teeth. Fourth, these brains. So imagine this is the front of your skull, and now imagine this is the back of your skull. There are two little dots here in the back of the skull that suggest some sort of inner system of perhaps veins or like soft tissue to deliver oxygen or blood to and throughout the brain. Humans, us, you and me, we don't have these little dots here. So the thought is that perhaps because of such a larger distance from the brain to the rest of the body, that it may have needed a soft tissue system to deliver oxygen or blood. That is what is thought. But like I said, these two dots on Homo sapiens, which is what you and I are, we don't have those at all. That's the fourth thing. You want to know the fifth thing that's different? The fifth thing, I wonder if things in media reflect these things, but in current times? I don't know, I've never heard this anywhere. But, so the fifth thing is, actually, let me see if I can find spine total skull.
ジェロモ YM スジュドハズサブスクライブドフォー14万ツ。
Oh, thank
チ
you
ア
for
イ
the
ズ
sub,
ゼアメッ
Jeremy.
セージモンケ IAM モンケハートフォーマーディハート ME ナウカインドオブベター。
Oh, nice. Does that mean you're a little better? Okay, here's a good picture. Here's a good picture. So you see right here. So here's a skull, right? The way that our skull connects with our spine means the hole that connects our spine to our skull is a bit in the middle, right? And then this is how you can tell that an animal is more front right, and this is the difference between like Homo sapiens and everything else that you see is the location of the connection between the skull and the spine. When you look more at other hominids, meaning human-like species in the past, and then you compare that to like lions and gorillas and I don't know, tigers, pumas, whatever, this connection from your spine to your skull starts moving backwards. It's the reason
モンキー
why...
スルミアンようこそ。
Oh, thank you for the follow. and yeah, I do hope you get better soon. But it's the reason why when you try to have your cat or your dog walk upright, they have quite a difficult time because their connection between their skull and their spine is in the back. So it makes them easier to walk on all fours versus if you make them stand up. They're kind of doing this thing for you, for your entertainment. Hence why they don't really do it all that much. It requires quite a big stretch. Okay. The reason why I explain that is because in these elongated skulls, this point from your spine to the skull is actually more further back. You cannot do this by squishing your brain. This is a genetic deformation. You can only get this by having a different genetic makeup. Excuse me. So yes. So now you know. The brain is huge. The eye sockets are huge. There is no lateral separation that goes like from the middle front to the back like we have. There are two little dots on the back of the skull that we don't have. No Homo sapien has that. They don't have any canine teeth. And then the placement of the spine in accordance to the skull. Those things together are huge. They're huge. Exactly, Odin. This largely suggests different genetics. Okay, so here's the other thing, that it's not as big as like a physical difference. When we look at different humans around the planet, we can generally categorize ourselves into different groups depending on your blood type. So, you know, for example, you have A, O, AB, blah blah blah, right? Where with genetics you can also trace this, meaning that in the New World, the Americas, the New World, type O is more common compared to, let's say, Europe. In like West Europe, A, B, B, these are a little bit more common compared to the Americas. Your blood type, WTF. So that's one way that we can trace. There was DNA testing done with these elongated skulls, and what shows is that they don't belong to the haplogroup of the Americas. They actually belong to a haplogroup that is more common in Western Europe. So what does that mean? This means that these human-like people with the elongated skulls originally were not from the Americas. They were from somewhere else. This means that they traveled. How did they travel? Well, I will show you. Exactly. Exactly. So, how did they travel? I'll show you a video. I think I already sent it to you, Odin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did send it to you. I'll put it in the Discord. But this means that these people, not only did they know how to travel through water, you know, and with the scars, what am I saying, with the stars, and just like, they were also seafaring people. And this would also suggest that they knew of land somewhere else outside of, like, you know, like Europe and Middle Mediterranean, Africa, like outside of this, and they went this way. This part I cannot explain by memory because it has to do with like wind currents and how like a natural wind current could like carry you like this through the Atlantic, and then you go like this and whatever. This part I don't remember specifically, but it does suggest that these people did travel for some reason. And I think that is like super cool. I think that's super duper cool. And this made me at some point wonder, is this why we have this idea that, you know, don't trust redheads are bad kind of thing? Because these people also had red hair, you know. Just a thought I had. I don't know, but yeah, that's the things that I think are really, really cool. And it's not offensive. It's just a question. But yeah, I think it's really cool. It makes me wonder, like, where did they come from? How did they become, you know? You're a redhead. We can't trust you, Jeremy. Your ancestor could have had gigantic brains. But yeah. I know it's a stretch, but it's just something I was thinking about the other day. So yeah. You see this? You see this? You see this? You cannot create more brain. You cannot create more bone like this. You have to be born this way. I think the ginger thing is just English versus Scots and Irish. I wonder. I don't know. I think maybe it's just also the color, like the color of fire or something. Who knows? Who knows? English is jealous. Need to check their problem. Sure, no worries. But yeah, so this is what I mean. You cannot create more brain. This is like excessively large. This you cannot create by squishing your brain. Same thing with this. Like, that's so tiny. You cannot make more brain like this by simply squishing your head. Same thing with this. This is another variation. But again, you cannot create more brain. You cannot create more by squishing. When you squish, you can change the shape, but that doesn't mean you make more. So yeah. I think the other cool thing is just they just all happen to be redheads. So I'm like, but why did they move? Was it because of like, was it because of like a flood or something that they suddenly moved? You know, what's the reason? Here's an example of cranial deformation. You squish the head. That doesn't mean you make more though. You squish it. Yeah. So yeah. And apparently there's like different types too, which I'm like, holy guac. Holy guac. Jimmy Neutron. Like, look here. Look here. What? Oh, here's a good example. Look at the teeth. Look at the teeth. Do you see any canine teeth there? Any? No canine teeth. That one is kind of hard to see. The right one, I think you can see it a bit. But might be a bit difficult. But yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Do you see any canine teeth on the bottom at all? If you saw a person with the size of this head in real life, would you not be just a little bit surprised? So yeah. Let me see, what was it? I don't know if I lost anybody, but in any case, I find this like super duper interesting. Super interesting. I was like, wait, the no canine teeth? What? I don't know why, but that's when I really was like, wait a second, what's going on here? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. The video I saw was from this guy who has been studying elongated skulls for like 30 plus years. He's the main guy who's been behind the research. It's quite interesting. The video, I think it's like an hour or something long. But he goes through everything that I've just told you, and then some. He really goes into everything. And he also has some other videos where he looks at like other findings that they're a lot shorter. They're like, you know, maybe 5 or 10. Okay, I can't find it. There. 5, maybe 10 minutes long, something like that. What was it? Skulls. This guy, Brian Forster? I think at some point he may have had like a mailing list where if you subscribed or whatever, he would send the videos. So some of them feel like that. But I'll try to show you the main one. Or was it? They're all quite interesting. He travels a lot too. Oh, you missed so many dailies. No. Yeah, like in videos like this here, he looks at some more skulls. This one is also quite cool. Some of these skulls look like they're kind of like heart-shaped with like a dip in the middle. They're weird. They're very weird, to say the least. I'm not finding it that way. Share. Copy. I do, okay. Here we go. Videos. I'll pin it. I know that's forward. Pin. Oh, I can only pin 50 things. Is there something I can unpin? This. Okay. Pin. There we go. It's in the Discord if you want to see it later. And I put it there in chat for those who don't want to join another useless Discord. It's really, really informative. He's, you know, he's a serious dude. It's very cool. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the elongated skulls. I think it's awesome. I think everybody should like learn about this stuff. I think you should be curious because, like, holy smokes, there's another type of being that looks human but is not a homo sapien. How, why, when, where we come from, you know? All sorts of questions. But it does prove, based on their DNA and genetic sequence, that they did travel from Europe, Mediterranean area to the Americas. No, we're just Homo sapien. We're not. The Homo sapiens were actually before us. That's Cro-Magnon. We're the Homo sapiens because we're a little bit slimmer, but we're a lot smarter. Neanderthals are not even like. I don't think they're even called Homo sapien. I think they're just called Neanderthals. I told you I like genetics. I'm heterosapien. It's pretty cool, all the names that scientists have made for like different human-like species. And once you go into even like just the most what's the word? Like even if you go to like the most basic of information for like natural biology, you know, like the theory of evolution and like what one species turns into another, all these species type names are really cool. And just like learning how to differentiate one between another based on like physical appearances and stuff, I find it amazing. I had a lot of fun when I was learning that. I wanted to take so many biology classes, but then my school was like, no, you need to take one science class that isn't biology anymore. You can't just take 3-4 biologies. You need something else, like, you know, chemistry or physics or astronomy. And I'm like, but I like biology. Why can't? No, they want you to be a little bit more rounded, more well-rounded. I'm like, but I just want to know biology. Anyway. Sapien? Sapien is another word for human. It's like the scientific word for human. But because there's so many different types of humans, we needed different names. Did you know trans and cis comes from chemistry language? What? No way. No way. I know that we used to call people transvestites, and what was the other word? What was the other word? It was like hermaphrodites. That's what it was. Hermaphrodites. Yeah, I think I just banned the word cis because I don't like it. Because it's been used so much in a derogatory term that I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna have that. But yeah, we used to call them transvestites and hermaphrodites, and then at some point scientists were like, but like these people aren't really 50-50 because it really is like a case-by-case thing. Once you learn a bit about it, it's freaky, but it really isn't like 50-50. It's just more of an imbalance of chemicals. It's like really like an illness. So cis of you, Jesse, no. I just didn't like the word. I didn't like it. I thought, no, it's mean. And it's stupid. No, I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, there are a lot of cool words. There are a lot of cool words out there. Like perplexity, proclivity, liaison, baguette, croissant, glutinous maximus. I think it's fun. Take a look at the video though. Like, I promise you will learn stuff. It's cool. It's super cool. The guy speaks a little bit slow. Give him, give him time. Give him a chance. He knows what he's talking about. Like I said, he's just saying the stuff that I told you, plus more. Like, way more details. I just gave you like a general a recap, pretty much. But yeah, I'd say look into it. I think this is like one of those species that we need to add to the line of human types, because I just don't think there's any way that you can't not see this. You know what I mean? Like it's there. The proof is there. And it's a lot of proof. You can't just be like, oh no, this is a hoax. No, this is real. They could have been psychics. Exercise your glutes. You can't glute clap without exercise. I can clap my glutes. They won't make a clap noise though. You just squeeze all the time, and you'll have a nice round booty. But yeah, I recommend it. It's super cool. I think towards the end, so Jeremy, you weren't here earlier. To explain it a bit, we were just listening to alien stuff, and I think towards the end they were kind of putting a lot of topics together, or like jumping topics. I think the first one was quite interesting. First one was cool. I'll copy the video. The other ones I thought like, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of a stretch. This was the video. I think the first one was interesting. Yeah. Towards the end, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I question certain things. And I think whatever experts, what did they call them? Spaceship experts or something like that, that just like always say yes to everything, I think then you're not really an expert. Because the whole nature of seeking truth is to question. But hey. So yeah, aliens and drawing toast. Oh yeah, I should show. Hold on. Tabletop art. There we go, tabletop art. Let me take that off. I'm recoloring this to make it a bit lighter. How many heart monitor stickers have you had on you at one time? 1? 10 is a lot. 10 is a lot. Excuse me. Adjusting the ISO. Yeah. Egg. Toast with butter. Toast with cheese and egg. I need to fix the white part. It's fine. I was making the bread color. Toast with 2 eggs and a piece of cheese. These are totally not boobs. They're not nipples. So yeah. Colored all the cheese. Another toast with a bigger egg. Bigger toast, bigger egg, bigger cheese. Very nice, very nice. Next, another toast with a bigger cheese and 2 eggs. Now I know to just glue these later. Paint them separately. Next, more toast. 2 eggs, lettuce, and cheese with bread underneath. This is gonna be a pain to paint. So yeah, very voluptuous eggs, if I do say so myself. Next, toast with little pieces. This is gonna be little pieces of ham, 2 eggs, and a piece of cheese. More voluptuous eggs, if I do say so myself. So yeah, eggs, ham, and cheese. So, hold on. Okay, this one's gonna have the tomato. This one's gonna have 2 slices of bread, bacon, eggs, and tomato. So colored that also. And then that's what I feel so slow, but that's what I was working on today. All of these. Ta-da! Oh yeah, and then I was coloring these pancakes, but I made them too dark. They're too brown, so I'm gonna make them a little bit lighter. Yeah, this is just a side one. And that's it. They also made me take the roach, which is like an 800 mega mg ibuprofen pill. Whoa! What happened to you? What's going on? Do you perhaps need to eat more toast in your life? Do you need more toast in your life? Make you feel better? You can't eat this one though, it's gonna taste really bad. Yeah, this one tastes pretty bad. Also, if you haven't noticed, my camera doesn't look like crap. So I'm very, very happy. Yay! You can see what I'm doing now. A lot of Fruit Loops. So you just had sugar? You didn't have any like food? Food! Have food! I do hope you feel better though. I mean, who am I to talk? Because I had this today. So. Cheers. Fitness gram pacer test. Oh, cool. Fruit Loops were on the heart healthy menus. That's literally sugar. I'm totally judging you. Totally judging you. Try to eat something though. Like, you know, I care. Eat something. Total judgment coming your way.